All right, what's up, family? Last week, I was on All Viral Access Media, Mike Larry's platform, and we interviewed Charlie Rock. It was a fascinating interview. A lot of the stuff we kind of knew, but, you know, in light of the controversy that's going on, we thought it would be a good idea to have him on and discuss some things since he was there at the time. So I want to thank Mike Larry for inviting me on his platform to have this dialogue with Charlie Rock. Now, if you want to see the whole interview, you can definitely go to his channel, All Viral Access Media, and you'll see the whole interview. I want to focus on about the last 50 minutes or so when Mike opened up the panel and allowed a couple of people to come on. And it provided, actually, you know, it was unscripted, but it provided an opportunity to really explore some deep issues concerning how other minorities feel in dealing with the reality that this is Black culture, Black American culture, I should say. And so that's the area I'm going to deal with in this particular video. Now, I know a lot of people were surprised to see me. I normally don't show my face. And they're also surprised that I'm older than they expected. And that's because of my youthful voice. And that's because I guess I lived a clean life. I don't smoke or drink. I sing, so my vocal cords are strong. And so people are surprised. I get that all the time. Man, you sound young. And so it is what it is. But guess what? Me and Charlie Rock are the same age. I'm 63, born in 1960, from Newark, New Jersey, just on the other side of the Hudson. And we shared the same radio stations. And so we have a lot in common, you know, although I'm not from New York, but I visited, but I will never say that I understood the culture totally. But I recognize that it's Black American culture. All right. Without question, it's Black American culture. So let's dive into it.
Right. We got some Latinos, or at least one that's in the chat. He's kind of he's kind of tight because of this discussion
right now.
Yeah, he want to get on the line, but I'm not gonna let a troll infiltrate what we already said. What's
he saying? He's kind of tight. What's he tight about?
All right. He said, rest in peace. A lot of people don't know the Ghetto Brothers are also pioneers, yet not one Black AM. Whatever the fuck.
Ghetto Brothers were a street gang.
Okay.
They're in existence when the Black Spades were in existence. And the Ghetto Brothers had a band.
A rock and roll band.
Yeah, the salsa, I don't know, you know.
But rock and roll salsa band. Yeah.
Okay.
But it wasn't connected to hip hop.
Right.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
So I'm not gonna let him get up on here and embarrass himself unless he wants to, but I'm not gonna lie. I'm so ready
I don't mind as long as he's respectful and civil.
All right, now look, don't make me put this Jose, don't make me put this link in here and you don't jump on now, because I'm ready to eat. I smell that shit smell good. Okay? I'm ready to go eat. I'm getting hangry. So here's the link. Get on, Jose, right now. Get on. Hurry up, goddammit. You said let Jose up there? Yeah, all right, here we go. Hit that link. Is there anything else you want to say, Truth Savior, I
want to hear what Jose got to say.
Yeah, me too. Jose, please hurry up. And no,
well, let's all keep all of this civil.
Yeah,
of course.
Yes. Jose, come on. Let's get it, man. Let's let them get on here. And we waiting. Please hurry up. Yeah, man, this was a great dialogue, man.
And you know what? The dialogues, like I said, everything I say about it is because I was there.
The link is right there. The link is right there, Jose. Look in the chat. The link is right there, brother. Just click on it. It's right there. Go ahead.
Oh, you talked to Jose.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. This was a great live. I still don't think this is going to be the last because they have a big machine behind it. They have a lot of money behind pushing this agenda. So we're going to have to keep pressing on.
I think
we're going to have to.
It's just telling people, here's what the history is because I was there.
Right. Jose, stop talking and hit the link. You got, I'm dead ass. You got 3 minutes. Literally 2. F that.
What do you mean that he's talking?
Because he's still talking. He said, let's do it. I already put the link in there already. He's playing. So, see, this the thing. Oh, that's my boy Brooklyn to Cali. I was about to say, go ahead, make it quick as possible, brother, because I'm ready to get the hell out of here. I'm hungry. I ain't gonna hold you, family.
Hey, I just got a question. Can everybody hear me?
Yes, sir. We can hear you. Okay.
If Hurt came over here when he was 12 or 13, and hip hop started when he was 18, is he still not considered Jamaican, or what is he considered?
Hang on. No one ever said that.
No, I know that. I'm just asking because I know what he's influenced by.
Mm-hmm.
I know what he's influenced by. Yeah, yes, sir.
I'm gonna answer it this way.
Nice.
Kirk is still Jamaican, but the culture that he is Black American culture. That's the issue. So we're not against different nationalities participating.
Right.
What we're trying to say is that the culture that they participated was Black American culture.
Absolutely.
That's what we're saying.
Okay. With that being said, what you just said, does that not mean a Jamaican started hip hop? He's just influenced by a Black culture?
Absolutely not. Jamaicans did not start hip hop because this.
I said a Jamaican influenced by Black culture. That's what I asked. I wasn't saying
culture.
Right. Hold on.
See, that's a slippery slope with Brooklyn to Cali. Hopefully he hears my explanation. I really want to get into it. At the end of the day, some people will still interpret it and will associate it with all Jamaicans or Jamaican culture. That's the problem with setting it up that way. Well, is he still a Jamaican who created hip hop? No. Now, think about it this way, Brooklyn to Cali, if you're listening. In the very same way, we don't credit Christopher Columbus for discovering America because all the people were there, the culture was there. He didn't discover America. The same thing with Hurt. All the elements were there. So he didn't discover the elements. So how can you give him credit for any of it? You got to look at it this way. People say, oh, well, he cultivated everything. He brought everything together. Well, what did he bring together? There was no rapping at the time when he was really, a very influential figure. So he had nothing to do with rapping. You can't even say Coco Rock was a rapper. So graffiti came into the arena almost a decade later, even though he was a graph writer, but grafting at that time that he was doing it wasn't a part of hip hop. So the point I'm making, you can't give him credit for bringing all these things together when between 73, 74, 75, 76, there was no rapping. So I think we're overdoing it and giving him credit too much. He doesn't deserve. And like I said, all these things were here. The merry-go-round, people were extending breaks, not necessarily extending breaks. Some were, but extending music. So that the technology of extending music wasn't new. So what are we giving him credit for? That's my opinion. Let's go.
1 second. Jose, you trying to get in. You gotta exit out and come back. Make sure you put your mic on or something like that. You gotta exit out and come back on. He's trying to come on, but we don't
gotta
know.
tap the link. You got to tap the link, and it's going to ask him to continue as, and he can continue as, and it should pop and put him in the show. Then you got to put him in the show.
Say it one more time, because I never seen it on the other end.
I said when you go into the link, you got to tap the link, and it's going to say continue as, and whatever your name is, your name is Jose.
My phone is going dead.
Okay.
Here, the battery is like.
My bad. I just was asking the question.
And now you good, brother. So hey, I don't think he could understand English or something, but he can't. He didn't even try to get out. But listen, I'll just say this. Give everybody your social media contacts and everything.
Well, they on Facebook, Anthony G. Horn.
Okay.
Thank you for your knowledge, sir.
I want to thank you, man, and thank you, and God bless you. I'm glad that you're back. Your health is back. You're doing good.
Yes.
So God bless you,
and
brother.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity and for dialoguing.
Yes.
As long as, like I said, there's not anything against Puerto Ricans at all, in any way, shape, form, or fashion. Nothing I've said is anti-Puerto Rican at all.
That's right.
It is saying what happened with the culture.
Absolutely.
But it began historically, and I'm telling you that as a person who was there in its beginnings.
Charlie, this is a true saver. It was a pleasure talking with you.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Oh wait, hold on. He's on right now. Hold on. Let's give him a 2 questions. Jose, hurry up before he gets off the phone. What's your thoughts, man? Damn, man, you already aggressive. Go ahead, man.
No, I ain't aggressive. I'm being as calm as I can. What got me aggressive is you dudes I'm not anti-Puerto Rican. I'm not this. Come on, man. This whole shit start. What's up with the word tethers? First of all, we don't even use the word tether over here in the East Coast. You know what I'm saying? That was a word used by your oppressors, okay? That's some West Coast Southern shit, okay? We didn't even use that word. Tether. How am I going to be a tether to something I was born into? Just answer that.
Okay, so that is the problem. He comes in already hot, and he says, how can I be a tether for something I was born into? See, a lot of Hispanics, Puerto Ricans, and other minorities gravitated to hip-hop, not fully appreciating where it came from. And they adapted norms from that culture. And it became a part of who their identity is. And they can't seem to separate the fact that they got it from somewhere else. There's a term for it called acculturation. Now listen to this. This is the process of modifying cultural beliefs and customs of a group of people or an individual by borrowing traits from different cultures. It happens where an infant gets exposed to more than one culture, prolonged contact with people of different cultural backgrounds. This is what Jose is experiencing. This is what a lot of Puerto Ricans experience when they're into hip hop. It becomes so much a part of who they are. They don't recognize that they borrowed these traits from other people. You guys remember when Fat Joe said this?
I grew up in an all-black neighborhood, and I never looked at Latinos and black people different. I've always looked at us the same.
There was a book written in 2003 by a Raquel Rivera, and she had a discussion in an interview with Fat Joe, and she goes into, exploring his beginnings, and there is evidence of acculturation that Fat Joe may not be aware of. Let's examine that. Sometimes when you have your guard down, you're more honest and truthful. You don't have to pretend to be something you're not. So he's comfortable. He's in front of a fellow Latina who's asking him questions, and he's answering as honestly as he can. So here's one of the questions. Would you say there is a relationship between Puerto Rican culture, Latino culture, and hip-hop culture? Okay? He says, definitely. Puerto Ricans have been a part of hip-hop culture since day one. Now, what stands out to me in that very first sentence, he says Puerto Ricans have been a part of hip hop culture, meaning that Puerto Ricans are separate from that particular culture. He didn't say Puerto Ricans, or he didn't say hip hop is Puerto Rican culture. Let me give you an example. If Black Americans were asked that same question in this way, would you say there is a relationship between Black American culture, foundational Black American culture, and hip hop culture? We would answer it this way. Definitely, hip hop is a part of foundational Black American culture. We would never answer it, Black people or Black Americans have always been a part of hip hop culture. Black people wouldn't answer it that way. But Fat Joe answered that way because he's recognizing in his honesty that hip hop is not part of Puerto Rican culture. Now, you remember Fat Joe said he didn't see Latinos and Blacks differently. They were all the same to him. Now, let's go down to a couple of sentences where it says, I don't know where. I think it's the fourth line. It says, I don't know where it turned into Black music. I was so confused of how so many Latinos love hip hop, but weren't in the forefront. I got lost somewhere. I don't know how that happened. With me trying to become a rapper 9 years ago, I had to fill in the void. I wanted to fill in the void just like all the Morenos. Now, if you're all the same, why would that come out? Just like all the Morenos see their favorite rappers there, people they can relate to. I wanted to do my videos with all the Latinos. You see? So in his comfort zone, he's acknowledging he saw a difference. He wanted the Latinos to be like the Blacks. If we were all the same, why are you making that distinction? This is a part of acculturation. Let's read on. Let me take another paragraph. You remember I talked about acculturation being a baby, an infant, taking, absorbing other people's cultures, that it becomes part of your culture. Now, let's read that next question under the interview asked. You say you started as a rapper about 9 years ago, but your involvement with hip hop, like being a part of it and listening to it, when did that start? He said, since a baby, since I was 9, 10 years old, I would stay up all night writing raps, and my mother and father would tell me I'm trying to be a Negro. So his mother and father recognized hip hop and rap being associated with Black culture, Black American culture. And he's questioning their son, why are you trying to be a Negro? Now, again, if hip hop was part of Latino culture, they wouldn't have said that to their son. All right. They said that I better pay attention in school. That's just a dream. It'll never happen. My parents are very old fashioned. My father's Cuban, my mother's Puerto Rican. My father really is old fashioned, so he didn't understand me into this music right here. So again, a different culture, a Latin culture, Latino culture. They didn't understand why would their son be drawn to this Moreno culture. But Fat Joe grew up in this. Evident by this famous clip we all saw. In a room full of Morenos, he appears to be the only Latino absorbing this culture that he calls his.
Sure, man. Damn, sure. Man, you already aggressive. Go ahead, man.
No, I ain't aggressive. I'm being as calm as I can. What got me aggressive is you dudes I'm not anti-Puerto Rican. I'm not this. Come on, man. This whole shit start. What's up with the word tethers? First of all, we don't even use the word tether over here in the East Coast. You know what I'm saying? That was a word used by your oppressors, okay? That's some West Coast Southern shit, okay? We don't even use that word. Tether. How am I going to be a tether to something I was born into? Just answer that.
No. Answer
that question. How am I going to be a tether to something I was born into?
Listen,
Jose.
Go ahead. Go ahead, brother.
Jose.
Hold on.
What nationality are you?
I'm Puerto Rican, a New York Rican at that.
Here we go.
Yo.
Listen up.
Yeah.
Listen up very careful. Listen up very careful.
I'm listening. I'm listening.
Brother, you need some. You need a shot.
Dogs, I'm sitting down smoking a blunt. That's how calm I am.
Go ahead, Truth.
Listen, no one is saying that.
He damn sure don't, brother. Go ahead, Truth Savior.
No one is saying that Puerto Ricans weren't there in the beginning. No one is arguing that. What we're arguing
about, excuse me, sir. Let me cut you off real quick. You're not arguing that. What your brothers are. Most of your brothers are. The majority of your brothers are.
Hold on. Right. So I think you're talking about Caribbean Street when it calls people tellers and stuff like that. But hold on. But this is not the subject that we talk. I mean, it kind of correlates, but we're talking about hip hop. Let's stay on task here. What you wanted to get on this damn panel for, they're not talking about. Put the weed down because it has some energy to it because it got you on Put that shit, whatever you smoke, put that shit out. What is your goddamn question to the legend right here? Please speak, ask your question. Stick to the script. Go.
Hello.
Go ahead, brother. What's your question?
My question. What's my question? My question is, how can anybody say that there is a difference between a Jamaican born and raised in the Bronx, a Puerto Rican born and raised in the Bronx? What is the difference between them sharing a culture?
Get out of here, because we're not your therapist.
Hang on, no.
Okay, all right, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You gonna let me finish the question or what? You ain't gonna be doing this to me now, are you? What's up, Mike? Come on, Mike. Don't be cutting me off like that, man. I don't play this shit, Mike.
Look, you want to hear it? I'm going to let you say it. The floor.
All right. I want to know what's the difference. I want to know, first of all, we all know FBA comes from Caribbean. Check that out. Am I right or wrong?
How you the hell?
Am I right or wrong? Where were the slaves from FBA brought from?
Okay. Now, I don't know where I tried to correct him, but we all know that not every African came through the Caribbean. Caribbean, for the most part, was a staging port. They didn't develop any so-called Caribbean cultures while they were in the staging area in places like Puerto Rico or Cuba, whatever. They weren't acclimated to a Caribbean culture. They were just Africans being staged temporarily and then shipped to America. But again, like I said, and you'll hear me say this in the video, that there were direct routes from Africa to America as well. They all are African people in America. There's no distinction between a Caribbean African if he's only staged there in the Caribbean for a short period of time, waiting for another boat to take him to America. All right, let's go.
Listen, let me tell you something, Joe. Jose. Listen up,
This got nothing to do with hip hop.
There were slaves that were brought directly from Africa to America. Know that.
Caribbeans also.
Not every African came from the Caribbean. Know that too. And it doesn't even matter if they did.
The majority
went to fucking South America. You see, y'all just trying to dismiss my point. Y'all going to the same old argument that makes absolutely no sense.
Jose, you don't know history, brother. That's the point.
What are you talking about? I don't know history. I'm agreeing with you. You ain't saying nothing I don't disagree with.
Hello.
Hold on. Go ahead, Charlie.
Everybody, number one, calm down.
Yes, please. That nigga on steroids.
Dogs, my point is we're one. That's my point. You talking about steroids? Why you using more names? Come on, man. I ain't doing that shit to you, Mike.
Jose, hold on, brother. Let him speak before his battery died now, before his phone died. Speak, brother.
What is your question to me specifically?
Thank you.
My question to you specifically is, who were the pioneers that had their hands on every genre you can mention, even electro genre from Europe. We all know hip-hop is required, electro genre from Europe. My question to you is, who are the pioneers that put their hands on Black American genres, on European genres, and created what we call hip-hop so we can all enjoy together? Because there was no such thing as having a party without having the Puerto Ricans dancing or the Jamaicans enjoying themselves also, or even some white cats with the punk rockers. There was no such thing as throwing parties and jams without everyone enjoying themselves. So my question is, who were the individuals that decided to put all this together?
Okay. First of all, I'm going to answer this for you calmly.
Woo.
Can I ask you a question? How old are you?
How old are you, Jose?
Excuse me, I'm 56.
That is bad. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Shit.
Now, those been going on way too long, Mike. You got a mouth. You got a mouth, Mike. That's why you feel this is bad. Because you finally getting somebody that's not letting you act the way you be wanting to act all over this social media BS.
I'm not even going to jump into that bag, brother. You got it. I love you. But let Charlie finish.
Bro, this is very hurtful. This is very hurtful. It's very hurtful. It's very hurtful. What do you mean it's not your fault? I'm talking about all those viewers that are out there, all those commenters, all these Southern dudes, all these West Coast dudes that don't know nothing about my culture, my Bronx culture. This hurts, brother. This hurts, okay?
Hold on, Truth.
This is my Bronx culture. This is a Bronx culture. This ain't no Southern culture. This ain't no West Coast culture.
Jose, are you going to listen or you going to babble?
Let me address this real quick, and I'm just going to throw this out. How could it be a Bronx culture or a New York culture if 90% of the music wasn't created in New York or the Bronx? You think about songs like Give It Up, Turn It Loose. You think about songs like Shaft in Africa. Songs that were made outside of New York, which became part of New York hip-hop culture. It's not a Bronx thing if you're using music that was created outside of New York. Come on, man. Let's go.
Are you going to answer the question or are you going to babble?
He's about to speak.
Nigga, speak. Why are you speaking? Why are you speaking about what I'm smoking and all this and that? Let the man speak. Go ahead, Truth Savior.
No, it's Charlie Rock. Go ahead, sir.
I'm not Truth Savior. I'm Charlie Rock.
Charlie Rock. That's what's up. Go ahead, Charlie. Go ahead, Charlie.
I put him on mute.
I'm
So
born
go ahead.
and raised in the Bronx. Okay?
This is good.
I'm one of the original 11 Zulu Kings. There were only 11 of us. I was at Cool Herc parties in 1974. That's why I asked how old you were. I'm 63. You're what? Which told me you were? You were 56?
He's 56. I got him on mute because he's going to go fucking ham. So hold on, Jose. Finish, Charlie.
Okay. You're 56. I'm 63. I'm a full 7 years older than you. And when we were doing this in 1974, I was 14, which made you 7. So you weren't even old enough to hang out in a place where we were doing all this, where what came to be known as hip-hop was born. Nobody, as I've said, and I'm going to say it again, never said there were no Puerto Ricans there. I've already told you that we had Puerto Ricans in the Black Spades. Okay? Who were close friends of mine. Broke bread together and everything. But they were Puerto Ricans who primarily hung out with Black people.
That's right.
Now, just to show you the opposite, my boy that I emceed for before I started emceeing with Dambada, Clef Ferguson, DJ Mastermind. He had a brother named Gary who only dated white. He was black. Only dated white or Puerto Rican girls And he's like that to this day.
Right.
And they hung out in clubs, strictly salsa clubs, played strictly salsa type or like disco, Latina disco. Did not like hip hop at all. In fact, he sabotaged one of our hip hop parties. It was his brother. Wouldn't let his brother hold the equipment. So it goes both ways. You have blacks who hung out with Puerto Ricans exclusively, meaning they didn't even really hang out with black people at all. And you have Puerto Ricans who hung out with us. And they took a liking to our music.
Right.
At that time in the 70s, there were Puerto Ricans there, but not a lot. And they were primarily Puerto Ricans that hung out with black people. They got a lot of grief and beef from other Puerto Ricans, older Puerto Ricans, who felt they were hanging, why are you hanging with those cocolos? Things like that. Okay? Now, I don't know where the question about what's the difference between, because you're yelling and screaming, I can't get with that. Right. I'm not yelling and screaming at you, as you can see. I'm explaining it to you as one who was there. Okay? And like I said, to say that they were equally involved, Black Puerto Rico equally involved in the creation of hip-hop in the 70s, because that's when it starts. And I think a lot of people talk, like you mentioned, electro, think that comes later. Wasn't electro. In fact, Planet Rock is where a lot of that got introduced.
Yeah, that futuristic sound, and that came from he got that sound from somewhere in Europe, like that band or whatever.
Kraftwerk.
Yep. Go
that
ahead.
sound comes from Kraftwerk. It
Yep.
was a German band.
German. Yep.
Okay. And band was known for playing all kinds of music.
Right.
Okay. So that's what I am saying as a witness to and practitioner of the beginning of culture. Before it even had a name. Okay? Mm-hmm. Now that's Jose. That's not with yelling and screaming. Because that I'm not going to respond well to. I mean, I'm always willing to have a discussion that is always civil, and I'll tell you the facts of things. But yelling and screaming, I will not do.
Easy.
Okay? Because when you're yelling and screaming, Jose, you're not hearing what's being said. Like, you're on the defensive immediately. And as I told you, we had Puerto Ricans with us, but there were not a lot of them because they weren't, the majority of Puerto Ricans weren't gravitating toward our music at that time. Not in the 70s.
Gotcha, bitch.
And that's when the culture began. Not the 80s. By the time the 80s came, with Rocksteady and things like that, the culture had already been in existence a good 7 or 8 years. All right? And a lot of people confuse the culture's beginnings with Rappers Delight and Sugar Hill Gang. They weren't even a rap group. They were something that Sylvia Robinson put together. None of them were DJs or none of them were MCs.
Right, and Hank took Grandmaster Caz verse.
Yeah, and I know Caz personally. Took his run. Hank took his runs. See, because Hank was a bouncer in a club called the Ecstasy Garage, and that's how he knew Caz. Okay? And like we have said, this is not an anti-Puerto Rican thing. It's not. You want to interpret it as that's be my guest, but it's not. It's not. It is telling you the history. It's not anti-Caribbean.
That's right.
Right.
All right? And my family, my mother's side of family is Caribbean. They're from Antigua. I'm raised with that side to me.
Right.
You know, I mean, because that's my adopted family. I was adopted as a baby. You know, okay, so this is not an anti-Caribbean thing at all. I'm raised in that culture.
Well, let me cut you off right there. And that goes right into what you're saying, and it's a question. Why can't they just be happy about contributing to hip hop and leave it like at that?
Well, that's how I feel about it. They should be happy with their contribution.
At least you were there.
It was a major contribution.
Like, come
later on. The Caribbean's not ignorant. They never, you know, it was, you know, black culture. And then, like I said, when we got, as far as the B-boy is concerned, when we aged out, just like 79, 80, then the Puerto Ricans kept it going. They kept it going and kept it alive.
That's when Rocksteady came in, Jose.
That.
Look, I want to play this one clip, and then I'm gonna let you go. Let you speak, Jose, and then I'm gonna let the Charlie close out, and then I'm out, man. I just want to play this one clip. It's very short. It's 18 seconds. Jose, please.
What is that? Is that Kaz?
Yeah, that's Grandmaster Kaz. Yep.
Okay. He's right. That's exactly how it happened.
Jose, you got the floor, and please be humble, or just calm down. The floor is yours, brother.
Yo, Mike. Much honor to you, Charlie Rock. Much respect to you, brother. Man, listen, I was, like I said, I grew up hip hop, definitely hip hop. Now, however, everything you stated, I am not Fat Joe. I am not Dr. Cologne. I am not any Puerto Rican dudes that is talking about 50-50. I'm not getting into that. I very well admit hip hop is a New York culture influenced by Black American culture. Most definitely. There's absolutely no doubt in my mind. Okay? My point is, nobody can go and point out, but what did Puerto Rico did? Bro, I'm here to tell you, Puerto Rico has nothing to do with hip hop. Jamaica has absolutely nothing to do with hip hop. I'm here to tell you, the Bronx has everything to do with hip hop. You see, the great mistake that's going on throughout the whole America is that they don't know what Puerto Ricans are, and they don't know what Jamaican Americans are. We're a whole different breed. This is a whole different breed. We've got nothing to do with our islands back from where we came from. Yes, it is very much so an American culture. Very much so an American. And that goes along with whites, because black genres were also derived from white culture. You know what I mean? American.
Now, that's one thing they always try to say, that our music is derived from white culture. I'm going to do a video in the near future. We're going to really examine that. Just how much influence white culture, has had in the development of Black American music. Because this is something that they will always throw out to try to take away our credit and our ingenuity. All right. So I'm not going to address it too much here, but I just want to call attention to, this is what these anti-Black individuals will always say, that, well, you shouldn't even take credit for your own music. Your music was influenced by white people. Let's go.
Culture, that's a whole different ballgame. I so get it. What I don't get is the part with anybody that use words like copy, words like tether, words like copy, period, because if you're born into the culture, that's a different ballgame. Now, let me make this point right here. I clearly remember many Black American elders. My teacher, Mrs. Tanner from PS 29 Melrose Avenue, across the street from Jackson Projects, she was a Black American.
Let me stop that right there. Let me give you a quick example. In Jose's rant, he tried to suggest that there is a difference between Puerto Ricans from Puerto Rico and basically like New Yorkers, and saying that, basically trying to imply that the New Yorkers and the Jamaican Americans had a hand or had a role in the creation of hip hop. All right. So this is a post or a comment from a person who oftentimes comment on my page. I think is each one teach one. And listen to what he says. But he was Americanized. They were talking about Herc. We're going to hear that. I just wanted to set this up because they're going to go into Herc. But he was Americanized. He get to the point he was trying to get to, but this was edited. The point, he was still Jamaican. The title is misleading, Mike. Jose, Charlie Rock both clarified that on a live chat. Jose mentioned Puerto Ricans from the island and Jamaicans from the island did not create hip-hop. He said it was Jamaican Americans, Nuyorican, along with Black Americans from the Bronx that created hip-hop culture together. Both agreed with each other. That's a total lie. I don't know where he heard that from. Because Charlie Rock never said that. I'm going to give you proof what Charlie Rock actually said.
I mean, I was a drug dealer. I grew up.
Did they start hip hop, brother? Did they start hip hop?
No.
I want us to get. Please say it. Hold on. Because I'm too loud. I'm always loud.
No.
Did Jamaicans create?
Jamaican.
Right. Did Jamaicans and Puerto Ricans create hip hop? Just what's your answer?
No. Cool.
God damn it.
Jamaican, but he was Americanized.
Exactly.
And that's what I'm trying to tell you.
Exactly.
Back in them days, a lot of Jamaicans were American. There were a lot of cats with Jamaicans didn't even know because they would hide it.
Go ahead, Proof.
Charlie, let me ask it this way. Let me ask it this way, True Saver speaking. Was hip-hop created equally by Puerto Ricans, Jamaicans, and African Americans?
No.
Okay. So Puerto Ricans and Jamaicans had nothing to do with it.
And Jamaicans, the fact that Kool Herc, it was Jamaican, is coincidental to it, not part of the creation of it.
Point right here. I clearly remember many Black American elders. My teacher, Mrs. Tanner from PS 29 Melrose Avenue, across the street from Jackson Projects. She was a Black American. Many Black American elders calling this jungle music, telling us, why are y'all into that mumble, blah, 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 blah. We don't even know what y'all saying. Telling this to the whole class, or my Black American babysitter, pissed off that we're listening to hip hop. So it goes both ways. I know you old schoolers know exactly what I am saying, because it went both ways. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't even walk through some blocks with a pair of Adidas on my windbreaker shoes because I'll be stared at down really hard. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
All right. Now, this is another go-to argument. They always say, well, not every Black person was into hip-hop, so how could hip-hop be Black culture? If you got Puerto Ricans are into hip-hop, and you got all these other groups into hip-hop, and you got Black Americans that aren't into hip-hop, how could it be Black culture? As if that everything that's in Black culture we supposed to like. I recognize that hip-hop is a part of Black culture. The way hip-hop has, spiraled out of control and has somewhat been downgraded, I don't like it at all. But I will never say it's not a part of Black American culture. So this idea that just because some Black Americans didn't like it does not mean it doesn't come from us. That has to be clear. And I wish they stopped saying that. Let's go. Let me see. Get this right.
You know what I'm saying? So my point is, copying, I don't know what that word means. It just doesn't cross my mind because we never looked at each other as color. And only those from New York City understand what I am saying. We never looked at each other by the color of our skin. Never. So copying, I don't get that concept. I really don't. That's my whole point here. My whole point here, yes, it is an American culture because it's definitely not a Puerto Rican culture. It's definitely not a Jamaican culture.
No. We have to be distinctively specific. White America is a total different America. Black America.
Of course it is.
So it's a Black America. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Let me say, I'm not denying that. Charlie Rock, you hear me, brother? I'm not denying that.
Go ahead, Elder.
And let me say this to you.
Yes, sir.
All right. Like, first of all, everything you said is exactly what we said.
Yes, sir. Exactly. And I'm just here to tell you guys, I'm not disagreeing with that.
Let him finish. Jose.
Yeah, no problem. You got it.
Everything you said is exactly what we said. Exactly. You preach it to the choir.
Yes, sir.
Distinct things. Copy. I would say. Now, you never heard me use the word copy.
Yes, sir. I did not.
It's like, it's like you like something, you do it.
That's it. And you're born into it. It's from your home.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So copy, like, I forgot the terms that they said Kaz used, that they would get, y'all would guess. And I'm like, that's a poor choice of words.
You said it's singular.
Jose, copy, guess, poor choice of words. It's like you like something, you do it.
Thank you, sir.
You know what I'm saying? What they have tried to claim, and you've even said that it's not true, that they did it 50-50 and everything like that.
Yes, sir.
It would be the same as me saying blacks were equally involved with creating salsa. We weren't.
Yes, sir. Because the numbers, when we speak of involvement, we have to consider the number.
Well, I'm going to have to say this in reference to what Charlie Rock has said. Maybe he didn't do any research in reference to the development of salsa. He might want to look into that before he just comes out and says that Black Americans had nothing to do with it. I've done extensive research on the topic to prove that we were very instrumental in the development of salsa music. But that's beside the point. I digress. Let's go.
In this situation, because if you figure, how many Puerto Ricans were there in New York City, period? Over in the island, there's only like 3 million right now as we speak. How many Black Americans are there? So when it comes to the numbers, you really can't, you know what I mean? It's like you can't argue that, you know what I mean? So to be born into a certain specific culture, because I'm Black, I'm an Afro-Rican, I'm straight up Black. And I can call myself Black American many times. You understand what I'm saying? Now,
you see, and let me ask you this.
Yes, sir.
How many Puerto Ricans have you known in your lifetime who said, "Nah, I ain't Black, I'm Boricua"?
I say it all the time. Then over something that's like, see, no. You hold.
And it's something that
I have nothing against you. It's just that y'all can't be selective when y'all want to. You can't be Black when you want to. I remember.
But he's not.
I know, not him. No.
I'm not Black when I want to.
No.
You see what I'm saying, Mike? That's what I'm saying. Certain things that you say, Mike, I have very much against.
I'm speaking generally. This is why we here now with this conversation. This is why the legend is on the phone, because not you, but people who subscribe to your ethnic background and Caribbean as well have look. Prime example, and I swear we're gonna get out of here. Please hear this, and you probably heard this before. Charlie Rock. Please listen to Busta Rhymes real quick. And this was 4-5 years ago. And look where he was at. He was at the Sofrito, the Urban Latin Music Festival. And this is what Trevor, a.k.a. Busta Rhymes, had to say.
That ain't no accident. You know what I'm saying?
You bring it back a little bit. Right
hand in hand. And, it ain't a coincidence that in every urban community, Latino and Blacks is there together.
When you say Blacks, I'm telling you, it's 3 minutes and 44, but in context, he's saying far as Jamaicans. I'm telling you, trust me, you'll get it. You'll get it. I just don't want to. It's too long, but
that ain't no accident.
Yeah, I'm giving him context. Giving context to
it. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you find in every urban community, Middle Eastern and Black or Asian and Black. You always see Latino and Black. And I think we just so a part of each other's cultural significance, not only as tropical people, but even here in the United States.
Tropical.
Multicultural, because the U.S. ain't got no culture. They shit is all our shit. A bunch of our shit is what makes the U.S. whatever you want to call it. We still don't know what that culture is for the U.S., but
you see what I'm saying? So when he collectively put y'all together by saying tropical people, we have to pay attention to context. You can't be. I think it was a little tricky, but this is why. Why the fuck he saying Americans have no culture? I debated with China Mac. I asked him, is hip hop Black American culture? He said hip hop was created it started as a Black culture, but it's an American culture. Come on, family, I can't do that. This is why we're here. This is why we're having these fucking conversations, and I ain't none of you motherfuckers.
Now, let me tell you,
Mike, you see, there you go. You're doing it again, Mike. That's my whole point. Mike, you're pointing out specific words off of specific cats. You understand what I'm saying? However, what you're doing is you taking their words and you're flipping it on the entire nationality.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. You just did it, Mike. You just said
videos.
Listen, excuse me 1 second, guys.
Go ahead, family.
My phone's about to die.
Okay.
But Jose.
Yes, sir.
Are you on Facebook?
Are you on Facebook, Jose?
Yes.
Okay. My name on Facebook is Anthony G. Horn. I go by, that's my government name. Anthony G. Horn. Horne.
Yes, sir.
Friend me. What's your name? Jose what?
Crespo. Jose Crespo. Just Jose Crespo.
Crespo?
Yes,
yeah,
Crespo.
Yeah, P.O.
Crespo.
Yeah, Crespo.
Okay.
Yep.
Do me a favor. Friend me on Facebook. I will accept it. And you and I will talk so that way we're not angry. Because everything you said is exactly what I said.
Yes, I agree.
Right.
And, and the word copy is a poor word.
Yes,
I will not use it.
Thank you. Thank you. Charlie Rock. Much love.
I'm not copying it. I'm gravitating toward it because I like it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Because I before my parents listened to
hold on. Let's let them go. Mr. Charlie Rock, I appreciate you, brother. I really do. God bless you.
It's a pleasure speaking with all of you, including you, Jose. And you see what I told you?
Charlie Rock. Much love, Charlie Rock. Always.
Have a blessed night, brother. I'm gonna stay in touch with you.
Okay.
Thank you for your knowledge, sir.
All right.
It's a pleasure. God bless you all.
All right. Peace. Now, in my conclusion, I'm gonna go around the room and everybody close out. I'll start with Brooklyn and Cali, then Truth Savior. No. Brooklyn and Cali, Jose, then Truth Savior. Then I'm gonna close out. Go ahead, Brooklyn and Cali.
I just think the conversation gets screwed up when race comes into play. I think we got to look at it for what it really is, and it's a culture that is all inclusive, and everybody. If some people born into it, a lot of people born into it and love it from the bottom of their heart, and they wouldn't know it no other way. So when they hear some words that may be words that might trigger them, then you get the emotion that you get. You know what I'm saying? That's something that when you get emotion out of conversation, that's something that's near and dear to that person's heart.
Thank you.
In my opinion, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like we just really gotta take in consideration each other's feelings when it comes to it. We know what the history is. We know what the OGs say, but it doesn't take away from the individual's experience and how they were born into it or how they experienced the culture. And that's all I got to say about it, man. Much love to everybody in the chat. Much love to everybody on the live right now. Salute to you, Mike. You my brother. I love you. One love, bro.
Thank you, Brooklyn. Thank you very much, sir.
Yes, sir. Salute, Jose. Salute.
Thank you, Brooklyn. Salute to you too, Brooklyn. Much love.
Jose, it's on you, brother. Close out.
Okay, so yeah, that was just basically my point. What's happening here with the topic is because it's triggering, because of what 2 or 3 cats have mentioned, it is triggering when it comes down to the words copying, et cetera, et cetera. I can argue with Buster. I can argue with Fat Joe. There's many arguments I can put on it together. But my point of me saying that I'm Black American also, I'm also Black, blah, blah, whatever. Okay, being born into the culture, because we all, at the end of the day, we all share one thing. And those are the instruments, sounds, et cetera, et cetera. I understand to the fullest degree that there is. This is Black American cultural music, the Southern genres, West Coast genre, whatever the case is, those genres was very much influenced into the hip hop culture. Okay, I'm not going to really go back into the instruments, because when we get into instruments, we can all mention all the instruments that were used in the Caribbean before it hit the U.S., whatever. That's not the case here. The case here is
no. I can't just let you do that.
Yeah,
and I'm not.
Okay.
But we're not going to get into the specifics as far as the instruments, because
that's why I said that's not the case here.
Yeah, but let's not think that because we're gonna let you slide that it's all fact.
Okay, but doesn't hip hop require the drum machine? The drum machine requires specific instruments that were from PR, like the clave.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
You see what I'm saying? You see, this is why. True Savior.
So the clave is not in the drum machine.
The drums, we already had drums. You thinking the drums because of the Congos? You think everything's
I didn't say Congos. I didn't say percussion. We all know comes from Africa. That's not what I said. I said specifics. I said I don't want to get into the instruments because there are instruments in there that the Caribbean was using.
Now I want you to go into it now. Since you want to play, talk about it. Let's do it. Let's have a discussion, brother.
Okay, now check this out. This is another go-to with the Latin community. They always want to suggest that somehow we got our influence from them by the use of instruments. Talk about European instruments and all that nonsense. I already dealt with that in another video. And let me just say this. For anyone who haven't heard me deal with this subject, an instrument by itself does not denote culture. Okay? You just can't point to an instrument and say, oh, you were influenced by that particular culture. No, you just like the sound of that instrument and you use that instrument in your music. That's what it is. To try to minimize our musical excellence by trying to attribute to another culture, that's just, dishonest. And I'm not having it. So let's go.
Let's go, please. Playing with our no. You playing with our intelligence right now. You can't do that. This is the thing. Don't talk and don't have any.
I'm not. You are.
Here we go.
Mike, go ahead. Make your point. Make your statement. I'm asking you, what are the instruments in the drum machine if this is the case? Then what are the instruments used in hip hop?
I will give it to True Savior because I've been talking enough. Let my brother speak.
Brother Jose, why do you start with the drum machine? Let me ask you that first. Why do you start with the drum machine?
The drum machine was what was used in hip hop.
Well, the drum machine.
The rolling drum machine.
Oh, we're talking the 80s. We're talking about the 80s.
Yeah, the rolling.
What about James Brown? Did he use a drum machine in the 70s?
Was James Brown hip hop, sir?
Yeah.
Yes, James Brown is hip hop.
James Brown is funk.
That's hip hop.
It's soul. Where you think it came from? Sampling.
Hip hop is derived from funk. You know what the word derived means. Am I right or wrong?
What world you live in, brother?
What world do you live in? Do you know what the word derived means?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so the musical genre in hip hop is derived from other songs. It's not just funk. We have funk in there. We have soul in there. We have blues. Am I right or wrong?
This nigga
is Black American genres. They're all
exactly Black American genres. Did I say it did not have Black American genres in it? You guys said hip hop was funk. I'm telling you, hip hop is not funk. It doesn't only have funk in it.
It's all of our genres. That's it.
Exactly. Exactly. So what are y'all getting mad about? What are y'all getting mad about? You call hip hop funk.
Why we up in arms about opinions, man? That's his opinion.
You on shrooms, man. Whatever you own.
Bro, there you go with the names. You see?
Wait.
Frustration leads you to the names.
Jose, hold on. Why are we up in wait, hold on. Why are we up in arms about his opinion? That's his opinion. It don't mean it's the truth. It doesn't mean it's the truth.
But you can't be going around.
So then, if it's not true, just answer my question. Does hip hop require all Black American genres? Yes or no?
True Savior, please.
Of course it does.
So then, why would they call it funk?
Funk is one of the genres that's
exactly. That's my point. That's all I would say. That's all I would say.
Jose, let me say this, please. Jose.
That's all I was saying.
Disco is even part of hip hop.
Exactly.
Okay. All of it was created by us. Plain and simple. It doesn't matter. Yes. All of it's created by us. So what is your point? I'm trying to get your point.
My point is, where's the anger coming from when that's exactly what I'm saying?
Where's the what?
It's hip hop. The musical part of hip hop genre is all derived music. This music comes from every Black American genre that you can think of. Am I right or wrong?
Yes.
So it's not just funk. So where's the anger coming from?
No anger here. I'm just trying to understand
I'm talking about Mike. Mike ain't angry over nothing. Mike, you're the one. You reflecting, Mike. You're thinking dudes is acting the way you're acting.
I'm cool in the gang, nigga. I'm cool.
Right. So then what's up with the... Oh, my God. What's up with the names then?
Because you made it...
You got angry when I said hip-hop is not just funk. You got angry. Where did that come from?
No, you all over the place. We was talking about the instruments because you said something about the instruments.
Yeah.
That you were going to the instrument. You wasn't trying to make it seem like certain instruments...
Yeah.
Basically, like, probably came from that... It's... See, we here, but somehow he's not there, and you the one that said it out your mouth. Now you talking about because you said something about some funk. Like that's why I'm questioning you.
So you're telling me you're getting hype off of the instruments?
I'm trying not to be funny, but you.
So you're telling me you're getting hype off the instruments right
now? I don't want any problems with you, sir.
Okay.
There's some shish kebab or barbecue sauce on them. There's some pork ribs. I'm about to go eat. Right? Everybody in there. I'm about to get up, wash my hands, and go eat, play cards and spades, dominoes, and laugh and drink.
So then let's just ignore the instruments, ignore the genres. Go ahead, Mike. Who are you?
Let's just respect everybody's opinion, though.
Are you finished? Are you finished? Because I'm ready to go.
I'm waiting for you to tell me. Just answer the question. Why are you ignoring all this?
Ignoring what? See?
Ignoring the whole point here. The whole logic here. I said instruments. So what about the instruments? Yeah, I did say instruments. There are many instruments involved in hip hop. There are many instruments involved in your genres. And many of those instruments were already touched on or created either in Africa or Europe. So when it comes down to the brotherhood, to the bloodline, it all dates back to Africa is my whole point. That's besides the topic. Besides that, okay, I'm in the BX, okay? I'm in the Bronx. I'm going into something that you ain't got no clue about, Mike.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the whole point. I want to end it. If you want to end this whole conversation, I'm going to end it like this. You cannot.
I cannot what?
Excuse me?
I cannot what, sir?
Oh, man. You cannot use words like copy, use words that you have used like tether, okay? You cannot use any of those words if you wasn't even there, brother, okay? Because when you born into the culture, that's a whole different ballgame. Being born into the culture in the BX has absolutely nothing to do with outside the BX. Nothing to do with any outside of the BX.
First of all, the only difference between Brooklyn and BX, far as culture, like the elder statesman just said about the b-boying.
Oh, that was a huge difference. And what he said.
No. Let me fucking finish, bro. Let me finish. Let me finish when you're talking about culture in hip hop. Hip hop is black culture. I was born and came through the canal of the womb of my mother.
Yeah.
And ejaculated by my father. No, I'm not even trying to be funny. 2 Black American people. I am hip hop. I am that culture because that's where hip hop stemmed from. What are you talking about? So you can't tell me nothing, nigga, just because you're from the fucking
Bro, you from Brooklyn, bro. What is you saying? I'm from the Bronx. Bronx ain't nothing like Brooklyn. It's just like Charlie Rock said. Yeah, there was some blocks in the Bronx where...
See, this is the thing they get hung up on. This claim that is hip-hop can only be Brooklyn. But yet they get upset when we say hip-hop is not Puerto Rican. When we say hip-hop is Black American, they get upset, right? But yet they want to say hip-hop is only Brooklyn. Or I mean, hip-hop is only the Bronx. I mean, they're just all over the map. Like I said before, all the influences, even the dance, the vernacular, all of that comes from outside of New York because of the migration, from the southern migration to the inner cities, the music, the vernacular, the dance, all of that filtered into New York. It's not a Bronx thing. It just happened to be cultivated in that area. But all of it comes from outside the Bronx. He doesn't understand that.
That was predominantly Boricuas and shit. And yet we didn't. There was some Black Americans that got into our parties and so
I'm really trying. I'm not going to argue with you.
Oh, but you don't want to hear the truth.
No,
so now you're backing down from the truth. But you don't want to look bad to your viewers. You backing down from the truth.
Look bad. I done my job.
Bro,
I'm just ready to go now.
Bro, you just don't want to end it by looking back because you know I'm going to make a big fucking point here.
Look. Yo, you know what? No. This is what I'm going to do.
What?
Yo, relax, brother.
You relax.
Listen, you got it, man. You got it, bro.
What is it that I got? What's the point?
Jose.
You got everything, Jose.
You gotta relax, bro.
What I'm saying.
Wait, Jose. Wait. We trying to have a dialogue, a respectful dialogue, but when you hear certain words, it's just like you fly straight off the handle, man. You gotta calm down, bro. You gotta calm down. You gotta calm down. I'm sitting here listening to you talk. No, wait. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying
the first rock and hiding his hand.
Wait. I'm not saying that. Listen. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is we on his show, right?
Yeah.
So let's just give him that respect. I'm not saying that. But I understand where you're coming from. That's why I said what I said when I spoke before I was about to get off. I said, I know some of the words are triggering. We have touched that point already. We understand that. But with that being said, this is all everybody's opinion. So let's just respect each other's opinion and move forward.
D.E. stupid D.L. But listen, Jose, look, I just want to say, listen, brother. You have a wonderful night, man. Okay? You have a wonderful night, brother. That's all I'm going to say. Okay? You have a blessed night. You be safe out there in the Bronx because y'all, Bronx is wild. I'm not even going to hold you. Y'all on some other shit. But, brother, you have a blessed night. Okay? Thank you for coming on the show.
Stay up, Jose.
You made it very well.
Stay up, brother.
Have a blessed one, brother. All right.
All right.
Peace. All right. All right. How the hell I get your ass from over here? Yeah, get his ass out of here.
Sorry about that, Mike.
No, brother. You did good. True Savior, please close out. I'm ready. I'm out.
Okay. I just want to say, let's just think about how we even got here. And it really kind of started with Fat Joe State. Up until that point, everybody was cool. No one had an issue. I think Black Americans knew their history, knew where their culture comes from. But once it got challenged by people like Fat Joe, by people like Busta Rhymes, that's when it became a problem. Then you have people like Cologne and Randy and all those bunch trying to challenge the history of our culture. No one was trying to exclude anyone. We, as you know, Black people are the most giving, welcoming people on the planet.
Yes, we are.
Everybody just kept to stayed in their place, understood the history, and didn't disrespect it. There wouldn't be this outrage by foundational Black Americans. This is where it all happened. We was okay. We had no issue with anybody. But when you disrespect the history, then it becomes a problem. And this is why people like myself and Mike and Tariq and all of us, this is why we're out here. We're trying to set the record straight. No one's hating on nobody. Hip hop is inclusive, but let's respect the history. That's it.
I don't even think I could come after that. That's well said. Everybody, make sure y'all go to Truth Savior YouTube. Y'all subscribe. He gets very intricate with this. Follow him now. With that being said, I'm hungry. Bye.
Salute, guys.
Y'all.
All right.
Hey.
Peace.
Thank you, everybody.
All right. That was an excellent show. Like I said, if you guys want to hear the whole interview, you can go on Mike Larry's channel, his platform, and you'll get to hear everything that Charlie Rock talked about. A wealth of information Charlie shared with us. Basically, like I said, he pretty much reinforced what we already knew, that it was Black American culture. He put to rest the whole notion that it was created by Black Americans and Puerto Ricans and Jamaicans together. That's not the history. That's folklore. Okay? So it was just an interesting conversation. So with that, let me end this. Please like, share, and subscribe. There's a lot on the horizon that we can talk about and delve into and explore. So I would love to have you with me. So in the next time, peace.